We are, of course, sorry for the small delay. We wanted to be sure that everybody could come in, or that as many people as possible could get in and get comfortable before we got started. And that's why we hope that everybody's all right. My name is Gil Scott-Heron, and I'm a member of a group called the Midnight Band. And I'd like to explain just a little bit about what that is and what that means and stuff, and what it means to us. It means initially that midnight is the first minute of a new day. And we believe that a new day is in order musically and spiritually and mentally and on a couple of other different levels. It seems that there is a revolution going on in the world. There's a revolution going on in different places. It means that different places and different times are changing. And there's a contribution, of course, that each and every one of us can be making if we are informed in terms of how and exactly how we can make these contributions. For example, most Americans are very egocentric. They consider themselves the center of what's happening. They say, if it's not happening to me, it is not happening. Nothing going on, baby, if it ain't going on right here. Nigga. And if it's not going on in my neighborhood, it is definitely not happening. Because they do all of it in my neighborhood, you see? And then other people feel as though if they have not heard about it from Walter Cronkite, it is sure enough nowhere on this planet happening. You know, because Walter Cronkite has got the hookup as far as most people are concerned and can tell you and will tell you, you see, what's happening. Walter Cronkite may not tell you what's happening. Walter Cronkite, you know, as a matter of fact, since my grandmother, I have not been able to find anyone that really pleased me when they were reading to me, you know? I've always figured, well, hell, let me read it myself. Let me see what's happening. You know, that's not what you said, Walter. That'd be the way I want to respond to that sometimes. Because we see things from the community and from ground level. You see a little bit different than the overseers sometimes see things. And contributions that we need to make, things that are happening with us, are not given enough importance oftentimes in the media. And that was the purpose of the griot. The griot was the man that Brother Haley met when he went to Gambia and was trying to find out about himself. They introduced him to the griot. And the griot, in talking to him, was referred to as a walking historian or walking librarian and walking encyclopedia. And he helped Brother Haley to hook up with his ancestors and his cousins and stuff. And the griot tradition has been alive in this country. We have found out that certain things that we have been directed toward just cannot be true. And it has kept black people in particular, other minorities in general, and all of Americans in particular from getting themselves together. For example, in this country, we have a feeling from watching television, the same place Walter Cronkite comes from, that not only can we not do anything in this society, but that if we do something, we will get busted, and we will get busted in an hour. Right. Seriously, gonna get busted in an hour, and the bad vibe about it is it's gonna be some dude, what is it? Snap, crackle, and jack. What is it? Kojak, there it is, say it out loud. Kojak, Beretta, all of them. My favorite, of course, being, you know, of the boogie generation, is SWAT. You know, that's the 1 in 5 theory, you dig it? They got the brother comes out with the gun. Right on, brother, go get him. SWAT had the particular mystique about it, you know. It had us looking for it, you know, because like down in D.C., for example, I'll tell you what I mean, I'll give you a specific. Down in D.C., we had the Hanafis that took over these 3 buildings in D.C. And down on 9th Street, everybody was saying, damn, they're going to SWAT them brothers. There's no doubt about it in our mind. You see, we saw they was going to hook up Barney from Mission Ridiculous, and they was going to, like, shoot this poison up through the air vents. And yeah. 36 hours later, no SWAT. We said, damn, they must all be in Hollywood. Surrounding a building or something. That's what they seem to do. You remember this situation with SWAT surrounding that building? Now, if 5 or 6 of us was to surround this microphone, even if the microphone was somehow radioactive or something, we couldn't touch it. It still couldn't go nowhere. because we have it surrounded. And SWAT had some people surrounded, and they decided, well, nope. See, station break. Well, burn it on down. It was a hell of a thing. And then this brother took somebody in Cleveland and was holding him as a hostage, and his demand was that all white folks leave Earth. Y'all remember that? Because the brother's demand was all white folks leave Earth. You know, yeah. I'm saying if you in the demand business, that's a good one. You ain't got one demand, you know, you gonna hold everybody up and say, this is it, this is what I want, and I ain't getting out of here. You know, because I'm saying there ain't no demands hardly being given up. So you may as well get the one you want. It might have been like a sub-demand, you know, like a sub-plank demand in there, like, you know, demand 1A, like burn all the money. Y'all remember that? Burn all the money, all white folks leave Earth. Those are 2 demands. We said they're going to SWAT that brother. It's no question. They're going to SWAT him. There's no doubt in my mind. And I was thinking that certain things that happen that are given certain vibrations and things, we pay very strict attention to it and are oftentimes victims of what is happening. Like people come up to me and every once in a while and they say, tell me, Gil, why aren't the things in the 70s the way they were in the 60s? I say, well, about 10 years in general. But mainly, like, the way I feel is that I would hope that the young brothers and sisters that are dealing out there now would not ever have to go through the things that we went through in the 60s. And that the reason we went through them in the 60s is so that no one else would have to go through that in the 70s. And what has happened, whether anybody believes it or not, is that in a revolution it's just like a war. There are different fronts in different places. And the front and the focus of the effort will not always be on you, but you will always have to be struggling. The fact is that right now the focus is on Southern Africa. And it was on Southeast Asia, and from time to time it's on the Middle East. And for a period of time it was over here and will be over here again, because change is inevitable. You see, change is what we're talking about, and things will change from the wheel to the automobile. From the Wright brothers to the 747 or the Concorde SST, things are going to change. And no one can stop change. Look all over the world. You'll see prior to the Second World War, there were 4 independent areas in Africa: Ethiopia, Egypt, Liberia, and Libya. And now there are only 3 areas that have not yet gained their independence: Namibia, Azania, and Zimbabwe. And those 3 soon will be independent. Understanding that the cycle of change is something that never stops. And you either help to direct the change or you have to go through the change. And that's the situation that we're relating to. I have an idea that I have written down here I'm going to try to do for you. It's called the New Deal. You know, FDR had one of those, no connection whatsoever. But the New Deal relates to things as we sometimes see them today and what might have happened in terms of them. It says, I have believed in my convictions and I've been convicted for my beliefs. I've been conned by the Constitution and I've been harassed by police. I have been billed for the Bill of Rights as though I did something wrong. I have become a special amendment for what included me all along. Like all men are created equal. No special amendment needed there. I've contributed in every field, including cotton, from Sunset Strip to Washington Square. And what about the nonviolent era? Well, hell, I was the only nonviolent one. As a matter of fact, it wasn't no nonviolence because too many rednecks had guns. There seems to be this pattern that was being followed, and it was hard for a minute to pick up on. But all black leaders who dared to stand up were soon in jail, in the courtroom, or gone. Picked up indiscriminately by shock troops of indiscrimination, and held in jails and held in trials while dirty tricks soured the nation. I've been hoodwinked by professional hoods. My ego got the best of me. Just take everything cool is what they kept saying, and keep your people off the streets. We'll settle all this at the conference table. That's what they said to me. And that brings me back to my convictions and being convicted for my beliefs. Because I believe that these smiles in 3-piece suits with gracious liberal demeanor took our movement off the streets and took us to the cleaners. And every once in a while, it seems to me, everything we did was within their plan. And every day we allowed to go by, is playing right into their hands. Brothers and sisters, the Midnight Band. Down in the islands about this time of year, they have a rhythm festival they call Gumbai. We'd like to bring you the Gumbai and have you get involved with it, festival style. Celebrate, say, ha, Gumbai, 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 come on. Take it up, say Gumbai. 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 Thank you very much. That's another way of saying good evening and welcoming you in the spirit of the drum. Puts us all in rhythm together. We'd like to say something special about the young man that helps organize our rhythms and get us together. He's from Chocolate City, the nation's capital. We refer to him as the Dr. Barnett Williams. We have a new album that's going to be released next week, and the album is called Bridges. And Bridges is really about traveling and moving and stuff. And one of the trips that we had the pleasure to go on was last summer to a place called Marseille on the Riviera. There was a concert there called Riviera 76. And it was held on this racetrack, which is called Les Circuits. I hope I'm saying it right. Yeah, Les Circuits, yeah, right on. Jean-Paul Ricard. No parlez-vous, you understand? But like, they had this... They had a concert out on this racetrack, and on the way over there, the folks were asking us, they said, well, you know, like, since the lyrics are very much a part of what you do, and the folks over there speak French, how they going to understand y'all? Well, we said we have a feeling that everybody in the whole world speaks drum, and somehow they'll get the message. This is a song about that experience, a very good one indeed, called A Racetrack in France. Everybody got a clap in their hands. It seemed like a long way from a Union Station. On a racetrack in France, everybody started to dance. I was a long way from home, but those are good vibrations. Young man said, hey. Travel. Go out and spread the word now, people say. Got me kicking up dust and gravel on a racetrack near Marseille. It all sounds like a mystery, things that you just don't understand. Let me give you a little bit of history. Talk about me in the midnight man. Racetrack in France, everybody got a clap in their hands. It seemed like a long way from a Union Station. On a racetrack in France, everybody started to dance. I was a long way from home, and those are good vibrations. I said, hey. At all. The Africans said merci beaucoup. Found out that means thank you, cause the rhythm's what they missed. Yeah, people got the message from the music that was played, and it really shouldn't have been no surprise that we all got down that day on the racetrack in France. Everybody got a clap in their hands. It seemed like a long way from a Union Station. On a racetrack in France, everybody started to dance. I was a long way from home, but those were good vibrations. I said, hey. sound like a mystery. Things that you just don't understand. Let me give you a little bit of history. Talk about me in the midnight band. On a racetrack band. Everybody got a clap in their hands. It seemed like a long way from the Union Station. On a racetrack band. Everybody started to dance. I was a long way from home, but it was a good vibration. And on a racetrack band. Everybody clapping their hands. It seemed like a long way, long way, long way on a racetrack band. Everybody started to dance. I was a long way from home, but those are good vibrations that made me feel. Hey. Thank you very much. Really, when we started off, it was perfect, buddy. Thank you. I'd like to take you into the IDs. Let you know who everybody is who's been playing for you. First of all, maybe on your way home you will find a way to describe him. I've been trying for a long time. Let me say this. Brother, I love my partner from Brooklyn, New York for 8 years, Brian Jackson, keyboard, and everything else. My music director. To the far left, identified last night by someone as communism. But to the far left, over somewhere near socialism. From Dayton, Ohio, brother Sigmund Dillard on bass. Siggie, the bass man. The man in black on saxophone and synthesizer from Detroit, Michigan, brother Allan Barnes. Also from Dayton, Ohio, on trumpet and flugelhorn, brother Delbert Taylor. Delbert Taylor, trumpet and flugelhorn. Our anchor man, the brother who sits in the background but holds it all together for us on drums from Washington, D.C., brother Reggie Brisbane. Reggie Brisbane. And last but not least, once again from Chocolate City, our PhD in drumology, the doctor, Barnett Williams. On the new album, Bridges, we have dedicated a song to a sister named Fannie Lou Hamer. And there may be those of you who do not know who she is. Let me say very briefly that she was a very beautiful black woman. I was raised down in Jackson, Tennessee, which is about 50 miles from the Mississippi border. And down our way, they used to have a joke, said, what has 4 eyes and may never see? And the answer was Mississippi, every time. Sister Fannie Lou Hamer worked down there in voter registration and for civil rights, and that means for people's rights. So she has passed in March, and it was a great loss to all of us, whether we knew her or not. And people who sacrifice their lives and work all through their lives to do something for us are at least worth a song and a thought every now and then. So for Sister Fannie Lou Hamer, the song is called 95 South, All of the Places We've Been. not such an old man, so don't get me wrong. I'm the latest survivor of the constantly strong. I've been to Mississippi and down the city streets. I've seen days of plenty and nights with nothing to eat. But I'm not too happy about the middle of a mountain, so soon I'll be climbing again. Yes, and all I can think of are the chapters and scenes of all of the places we've been. A lot of places indeed.
About the road. We rented this bus one time. We was going on tour. We were supposed to be on our way to Ohio. We left Washington, D.C. I went to sleep about 2 o'clock in the morning. I woke up about 8:30. We had made it 32 miles. We were somewhere out on this highway on the side of the road. No petrol. I mean, of all the mechanical lapses, this one broke down. Cat forgot. We spent a whole lot of time during that particular era on the side of the road, more so on the side of the road, I believe, than on the road surface. And one Sunday morning, waking up in that particular predicament again, I wrote a tune about the whole thing called Hello Sunday, Hello Road, dedicated to the survivors. Agent told me where I'm going.
and Kegley got the map. See where Steelers on my color TV. See Henry riding in my lap. See hello Sunday, hello road. Lord, what would my grandma say? She could see me out here loving music. So much that I live this way. But then again, she's right here with me, watching every place I go. Lord, did you tell me it was my move? Let me see. Yes, it is. Say hello, Sunday, hello, road. Hello, Sunday, hello, road. Horse. Said manager we had just couldn't manage. Said the midnight man is right along. And it's got me out here with my brother. And that's the thing that keeps me strong. Say hello Sunday, hello road. Seems like coming up on a town. There's children on their way to Sunday school. And I'm tipping my hat to Miss Chocolate Brown. It's sure not good being with the brothers. Since I was 26 years old. Well, it was much too late to speculate. Say hello Sunday, hello road. Hello Sunday, hello road. And I've been digging life through my window. Yeah, that's the way it's always been. They got snow in Nashville, rain in Philly. Just get back on the bus again. Hello Sunday, hello road. Don't get down, just try the optimistic side. 'Cause me and Stick done seen a lot, baby. Dancing to the bottle while we ride. Joe, no good being with the brother. Carry good news wherever we go. Give it up. It's Your World, and we'd like to take you into the title tune from that album if we could. It's a Brian Jackson composition, and there's a message in it that's related directly to our children, because oftentimes as things develop that are discouraging, they too get discouraged, and when they get discouraged they may feel as though there's something that they may not be able to accomplish and something they may not be able to do. We like to have a song that tells them there's nothing in the world you cannot do. There's no place in the world you cannot go because it's your world. Here's the song. The ground beneath my feet I knew was made for me. There is no anyone place where I belong. My spirit's meant to be free, and soon now everyone will see that life was made for us to be what we want to be. You see, now it's your world. It's yours and yours and yours, and what you see, it was not meant for me. It's your world, yeah, but you don't have to be lost because it's your world. You are truly free, and the thoughts that fill my mind are a very special kind because they're home to me and me alone. But then I realized that we all have a home inside that was meant for us to be what we want to be. Say it now, it's your world. All right. Yours and yours and yours and what you see.
not meant for me. It's your world, but you don't have to be lonely. It's your world. You are truly free. Yeah. History unfold before my eyes. My fear is meant to be free, and soon now everyone will be. 'Cause it's your right to be whatever you want to be. With me, now it's your world. Say it, it's yours, and yours, and yours, and what you see. Nah, it was not meant for me. It's your world, yeah, but you don't have to be lonely, 'cause in your world, you are truly free. Yeah, now it's your world. Not meant for me, it's your world, yeah, but you don't have to be lonely, 'cause in your world, you are truly free. You are truly free, so go ahead, be what you wanna be. You are truly free, so go ahead, be what you wanna be. You are truly free, so go ahead, be what you wanna be. You are truly free, and I can dig it, be what you wanna be. You are truly, truly free. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. You are truly, truly free. compliment the folks here on the quality of the Coca-Cola that they have been sending up here. Orange juice was last night. Great orange juice here too, though. I'd like to take you into a song we originally did on the album Pieces of a Man and recorded live last summer on the album It's Your World. All of this available to you. We hope you understand. The song is called Home is Where the Hatred Is. And the reason it is such a relevant particular number is because about this time every morning my Jones starts coming down on me. I start to feel a need for the other sort of comfort, to get out of the main vibe hassles. Everybody knows Jones is coming down. Everybody feel the same old way when Jones is coming down. Rhythm master, make me stronger. Rhythm master, make me stronger. Rhythm master, make me stronger. Doctor, help me say, bang. Y'all feel like clapping your hands and helping the rhythm section out a little bit? Come on. Because ain't nothing gonna be better to be working out. A junkie walking through the twilight, and I'm on my way home. And I left 3 days ago, but no one seems to know I'm gone. Home is where the hatred is, and home is filled with pain. Brother man, might not be such a bad idea if I never went home again. Never went home again. Home is where I live inside my white powder dream. You know what I mean. Home was once an empty vacuum, but it's filled now with my silent scream. Home is where the needle marks tried to heal my broken heart. Brother man, might not be such a bad idea if I never went home again. Never went home again. We'll get back then. Stay as far away from me as you can, yeah. And ask me why you keep messing with them drugs and stuff, man. Hang on to your rope to me. Close your eyes to watch me die. Seems to be like, well, you keep saying, can't quit it, God, but did you ever try? And all you've got to do is turn your sick soul inside out, so that the world, watch you die, this time in the AM, say. Music make you feel better. Home is where I live inside my white powder dreams. Home was once an empty vacuum, but it's filled now with my silent screams. Home is where the needle marks tied to heal my broken heart. Brother man, night beats a bad idea, but never went home again, home again, home again, home again. Said kick it, quit it, kick it, quit it, kick it, quit it, kick it, quit it. Why don't you stop using drugs? That easy for you to say that easy, for you to say that easy, for you to say that easy, for you to say it like kick it, quit it, kick it, quit it, kick it, quit it, kick it, quit it. Why don't you stop using drugs? That for you to say that easy, 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 stands out on the highway like a creature from another time, and it inspires the baby's question. Say, what's that? For their mothers as they ride. But no one stopped to think about the baby they would survive. Then we almost lost Detroit this time. Tell me, how'd you ever get over losing our mind? Just 30 miles from Detroit stands this giant power station, and it ticks each night as the city sleeps. Just seconds from annihilation. But no one stopped to think about the people or how they would survive. And we were almost lost Detroit this time. How would we ever get over? Our mind. The sheriff of Monroe County had sure enough disasters on his mind. Yes, and what would Karen Silkwood say to you? That is, if she was still alive. Yes, that when it comes to people's safety, money wins out every time. And we've almost time. Tell me, how would we ever get over trying to get over losing our minds? See, we almost lost Detroit that time. Yeah, almost lost Detroit that time, and how would we ever get over one time? 'Cause odds are I'm gonna lose somewhere, sometime. The odds say you got to lose somewhere, sometime, and then how do you ever get over losing your mind? Tell me, how do you really get over losing your mind? Say, I didn't dig the sign. Didn't see, didn't know that time. And people all over the world wanna know. Say, didn't you know? Yes, people all over the world wanna know. Say, didn't you know? Lord said, you almost lost Detroit. Didn't tell you nothing. Didn't tell you nothing. Seemed like you almost lost Detroit. Now you got something. Somebody said, do you ever get over? Got to try to find out. Somebody say, how you get over? You're gonna wake up one morning, and I can see it clear as day. I'm standing here singing like a warning. Feel it, say. Detroit. Thank you very much. We almost lost Detroit, the name of that one. Almost lost my voice, the name of that one. I'd like to take you into another song that we hope will ring a bell, at least, you know, in terms of the idea. The song is called Deaf, Dumb, and Blind. And every once in a while, it is also called Vildgolia, which is that's what happens to Vildgolia when Dracula raps and says, "Welcome to Vildgolia." So deaf, dumb, and blind relates to an idea in a totally abstract sort of surrounding. You'll probably recognize it immediately. And the idea relates to how you can talk to people nowadays. You say, "How you doing, brother?" No response whatsoever. You say, "Well, where's my hello me? Is it? Check, test, 1. Trying to find out if you're working. Because the man ain't give 0 response. And then you be waving up and down, what's happening, what's happening? People just blanking on you, like they're in some sort of a trance. And then there's communication problems. All this relates to communication. And we need to be exchanging more ideas, getting together more, talking more, doing more things together. And folks is acting like sometimes they cannot speak to one another. We've got an idea that relates to the primary responsible, the primary person responsible for sometimes desensitizing us and taking those 3 senses away from us. The song is about Vildgolia, deaf, dumb, and blind. Hope you never catch it. About this time, the announcer would come in and say, "Welcome to Vildgolia. I know if you've been looking now, you can see. Yes, and it's closer than your nose reality. I know if you've been looking now that you can see. Yeah. But if you don't look, this song won't mean a thing. Yeah. But now don't you despair. There ain't no rule that said you got to care. You can always swear you're deaf, dumb, and blind. Works one time. But then folks get suspicious, you see. I listening now, you can hear. Yes, the sound of the people, the footsteps running in fear. But I know if you've been listening, you done heard it, yeah. The people be calling out for soothing a word. You can give them the word now, but don't you despair. There ain't no rule that says you gotta care. You can always swear you're deaf, dumb, and blind. Yes, in this portion of the vocal, I'd like to introduce you to that person we feel responsible for our not communicating much anymore. But right now, bang. Up. Get with the piano. Behind closed doors, I'm offering one chance for you to boogie down. Yes, and the smack I got with me is best in town. Offering you a chance to dance and swing. Need you up here with me when I do my thing. Yes, and all I want from you is your mind and soul. So come on and cooperate with me until you get too old. To retaliate against the fact that it took your mind, oh yeah, and left you and your people far behind. Life ain't nothing but a sham. Can you tell me who I am? Dressed in red, white, and blue, your Uncle Sam. Goddamn. Almost didn't recognize me, did you? I know if you've been talking now, you done said somebody, yes, and just how surprised you was by the living dead. And you was surprised that they could understand your words. Yes, and never respond once to all the truth they heard. Now, but don't you get square. There ain't no rule that says they've got to care. They can always swear they're deaf, dumb, and blind. Life ain't nothing but a sham. Can you tell me who I am? Dressed in red, white, and blue, your Uncle Sam. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Deaf, dumb, and blind. You know, with that particular tune. I'd like to take you into a song from the album First Minute of a New Day. It has to do with the temperature and the humidity. Because sometimes those two elements in themselves will fool you and make you think it is some other season than the one we are about to describe. It is called Winter in America. Could y'all help me say? From the Indians who welcomed the Pilgrims, yes, and to the buffaloes who once ruled the plain. Like the vultures circling beneath the dark clouds, looking for the rain. Really looking for the rain. Just like city that staggers on the coastline, we're living in a nation that just can't take much more. Like the forest they buried beneath the highway, I never had a chance to grow. They really never had a chance to grow. And now it's a winter. It seems like a winter in America. Yes, a time when all of the healers, people who could help us, done been killed. They've been betrayed. Yeah, but people know it's something everybody ought to know about a winter. Seem like a winter. And there ain't nobody fighting because, well, nobody knows what to say. Brother, save your soul. The Lord knows it's a winter in America. The Constitution was no more piece of paper, and with the free society, they struggled but they died in vain. And now democracy is a ragtime on a corner, hoping that it'll rain. Until like he's a hoping that it rains. And I see the robins perched in barren treetops. They're watching last-ditch races marching across the floor. And just like the peace sign that vanished in our dreams and never had a chance to grow, they really never had a chance to grow. And if the people want to know, tell them it's a winter. And nothing grows in a winter in America. Yeah, a time when all of the people who could help us, they've been killed. They've been betrayed. Yeah, people know it's something everybody ought to know about a winter. It seemed like a winter. And there ain't nobody fighting because, well, nobody knows what to say. It seemed like a winter in America. And now it's winter, and it seems like winter. Yeah, a time when all of the healers, brothers who could help us, they've been killed. They put them in jail. Yeah, people know it's something wrong. Don't you know it's something wrong? It's winter. It seems like a winter in America. There ain't nobody fighting because, well, nobody knows what to say. And there ain't nobody fighting because, well, nobody knows what to do or what to do. And there ain't nobody fighting because nobody knows what to say. Winter in America. If you are sitting in here sweet talking somebody, and the somebody you should be sweet talking should drop by, you will be under the hammer. Totally. This song says good advice is sure enough hard to come by. Bad advice seems easy because it's free. Under the hammer. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good advice is sort of hard to come by. Bad advice surrounds you constantly. Good advice you just can't put no price on. Bad advice seems easy cause it's free. And through it all somehow we're different. Think there's nothing to it, so we plunge painfully through it. And no matter how hard it rains, if you don't profit from the change, back under the hammer, totally. Under the hammer from the day you was born, and you under the hammer and out there on your own. Good advice don't make it if there's no one there to take it. You're just under the hammer, totally. To tell you something about your drinking, yeah, but you don't want to hear a word I say. Knowing you don't care what I've been thinking, because you control things your own way. And since you got things under control, there ain't nothing to it, ain't no reason you should do it. And no matter how hard it rains, if you don't put it on the chain, back under the hammer, totally. Talking about you under the hammer from the day you was born, and you under the hammer and out there on your own. Good advice don't make it if there's no one there to take it. You're just under the hammer, totally. Stick man. There you go. Make me feel like I've been. Hard to come by. Them bad advice surround you constantly. Good advice you just can't put no price on. Them bad advice seem easy cause it's free. But through it all somehow we're different. Think there's nothing to it, so we plunge faithfully through it. No matter how hard it rains, if you don't stop it from the chain, you back under the hammer totally. Under the hammer from the day you was born, and you under the hammer and out there on your own. Good advice don't make it if there's no one there to take it. You just under the hammer totally. Under the hammer from the day you was born, and it ain't no surprise to you now that you full grown. You've been under the hammer from the day you was born, and it ain't no surprise to you now that you full grown. See, good advice don't make it if there's no one there to take it. You're just under the hammer totally. Under hammer, 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 under the hammer. Thank you very much. About this time every night, snake gets loose in here. Snake is referred to as Wawanwanko, the rhythm of rebirth and regeneration. The snake was named this because it had the power to shed its skin every year and appear to be reborn or renewed, you see. And we'd like to bring you Wawanwanko, the rhythm of rebirth and regeneration, and a song called The Bottle. Dr. Wawanwanko. Come on, brother, man, say hello. Yeah, we're gonna get something rolling in here in a minute. Come on, Brother Bane, help me on the drums here. Boiling, do you dig? So I want everybody to help me say whole damn thing, all right? Ready? All right. 1, 2. Whole damn thing, say it. See that black boy over there running scared, his old man in a bottle. Well, he done quit his 9 to 5, he drink full time, now he's hanging in a bottle. Over there he's running scared, his old man got a problem. He like to drink too much, he done pawned off damn near everything. His old woman wet drink a bottle. Don't you think it's a crime? Yeah, the way. Time after time after time, people in the bottle, 9-9. If people showed up in the bottle, said, gee, that sister sure was fine before she started drinking wine from the bottle. She told me, old man committed a crime, he's doing time. Now she's hanging in a bottle. Sure need help in the bottle. Well, I seen a preacher man tried to help her out. She cussed him out, hit him in the head with the bottle. Well, he turned to me and he asked me, yeah, now don't you think it's a crime? Yeah, no way. Time after time after time, people in the bottle. And people showed up in the bottle. That gent in a rig-on suit down, he done damn near blown his cool to the bottle. Doctor, help the young girls along. If they wasn't too far gonna have problems, I mean, they big complications, but Pendleton, the dollar eagle, said what you doing, man, ain't legal. And now he's in a bottle. Seems like now we might just every day be trying to chase Pendleton away from the bottle. Well, he turned to me and he said, give me a hand out, and don't you think it's a crime? Yeah, no way. Time after time been mine in the bottle, I ain't lying. The people showed up in the bottle. Doctor said, don't be afraid. Doctor said, don't be afraid. Doc 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 said, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to move. Say, don't be afraid to move. Don't be afraid to move. Don't be afraid to move. Don't be afraid to move over there. Don't be afraid to move. Don't be afraid to move. Don't be afraid to move. It'll rhythm make you 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 move. Doc said, don't be afraid. 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 Don't be afraid to move. 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 The rhythm make you 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 move. Doc said, don't be afraid. 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 Don't be afraid to move. 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 It'll rhythm make you move, all right. It'll rhythm make you move. It'll rhythm make you move, all right. It'll rhythm make you move. It'll rhythm make you move, all right. It'll rhythm make you move. It'll rhythm make you move, all right. It'll rhythm make you move. Mama go, mama go, mama go. Got me, won't let go, say. Ain't no fancy feeling. It sure enough ain't no fancy feeling. If you feel good with the same old feeling, let me tell you something. If you ever come looking for me, you know where I'm bound to be in a bottle. Just turn around, look around on any corner, and if you see some brother looking like a goner, it's gonna be me. The same song. Na 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 na. Why na 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 na? Why na now? Why na 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 now? Why na 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 now? Why na now? Why na 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 now? Why na 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 now? Why na na now? Why na now? Why na now? Why na now? Why na now? Now? Allan, get a bottle of wine. Allan, get a bottle of wine. Allan, get a bottle of wine. Oh, that means you're gonna get to something. Seem like talking about something. Seems like I need me something. What I could need is horns, you see. Horns is what I need. Sing it. Oh, damn thing, something. Everybody needs something. Everybody needs something. Everybody needs something. Said you want to admit that you need something. Said I'm the first to admit that I need something. Said you want to admit that you need something. Said I'm the first to admit that I need something. Seems like everybody needs something. Everybody needs something. Everybody needs something. Everybody needs something. Something. Yeah, yeah. Thank y'all. The Midnight Band. Thank you. We appreciate it. Let me take a second before we go into this tune. We were just back there trying to decide if we knew another tune. You laugh. Well, before we go into the tune, wait a minute. Let me just say. Before we go into the last tune, or the next tune, we'd like to at least say that, hey, it really makes us feel good to have so many people come down and share good vibrations with us. We haven't been here in quite a while, and we came back last night, and the folks made us feel very good, and we feel equally good this evening that so many of you have chosen to spend some time with us. Time is...
Doctor, Stacy. Show me the monitors. Hey! I said, what's the word? Tell me, brother, have you heard from Johannesburg? Yeah, tell me what's the word now. Sister woman, have you heard from Johannesburg? They tell me that our brothers over there are to find a man. We don't know for sure because the new weekend is up in Lime, man. And yes, I hate it when the blood starts flowing, but I'm glad to see your assistance. Go ahead, somebody tell me what's the word. Tell me, brother, have you heard from Johannesburg? Yeah, tell me what's the word now. Sister woman, have you heard about Johannesburg? They tell me that our brothers over there refuse to work in the mine. They may not get the news, but they need to know we're on their side. And yes, now, sometimes distance brings misunderstanding. Deep in my heart, I'm demanding here. Somebody tell me what's the word. Tell me, brother, have you heard from Johannesburg? Yeah, tell me what's the word now. Sister woman, have you heard about Johannesburg? Help me get over this hill, man, see. Cause I know that they're struggling over there. That ain't gonna break me. Yeah, but we've all got to be struggling. And if we wanna be free, and don't you wanna be free, 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 free? Feeling better every day, cause I'm what's the word? So what's the word? Say it a little bit louder. So haven't you heard? What's the word? So somebody tell me what's happening in Johannesburg. Tell
the word. So haven't you heard? Somebody's gotta tell me what's happening in Johannesburg. You talk like Johannesburg. I'm the devil like Johannesburg. Be the man, nothing but a word, ain't nothing but a word. Say, let me see your ID. Let me see your ID. To prove you're you instead of me, Johannesburg. Be the man, nothing but a, ain't nothing but a, ain't nothing but a, ain't nothing but a, ain't nothing but a word. Feel like you're in Johannesburg. Talking about Johannesburg. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, New York. Thank you.
Power to the people.